Hey guys, welcome to episode 9 of the College Transition series. My name is Ms. Jones, and today me and Ms. Power are going to talk about the Responsible Student Guide to Self-Care. We're going to go over a few tips and tricks to practice internal and external health. Before we talk about those tricks, first we need to know what is self-care. Self-care is any activity that you do deliberately in order to take care of your mental, emotional, and physical health. So the first tip is nutrition. Learn to master the dining hall. Try to plan ahead so you don't overload your plate when you get into the dining hall. Try to incorporate some fruits and veggies into your meals as well. Eating well on a budget. Try to find some healthy options that you can easily make in your dorm or a shared kitchen space. Pack healthy snacks so you can avoid buying junk food on the go. And drink water. Always drink plenty of water. Try to limit your caffeine, your sodas, your juice, and those alcohols when you go out. Next, we'll talk about exercise and fitness. Commute by walking or biking. As you navigate your daily schedule, try to walk if you can. Make study breaks exercise breaks. Taking breaks actually helps you be more productive. Try to take 15-minute exercise breaks between study sessions, even if it's not anything really strenuous like walking up the stairs or doing a few push-ups in between studying. And make working out fun. Form an exercise group with your friends. Maybe you can start a Fitbit challenge. Take a fun class like dance or yoga, or join a club sports team. Now let's talk about stress management. Acknowledge the warning signs. Stress may start in your head but can spill into your body. Some signs include headaches, rapid heartbeat, and irritability, but those aren't the only signs you can look for. Practice stress relieving techniques. Find an activity you enjoy outside of school. Maybe you can join a club or find a hobby or just walking in nature and listening to music. Try breathing exercises or meditation. Yoga is also a really good option for that. Find some time to hang out with friends. Sometimes having a little fun is all you need to cure a little stress. Talk it out. Mental health and therapy is not a bad thing. Sometimes you may just need to talk to an unbiased party for something you might not feel comfortable talking to with friends or family. Most schools have mental health resources. They have options for free therapy or cheap therapy for students. So try to find the resources that they have available. And prioritize your happiness. At the end of the day, your happiness should always come first. Resting your mind and body is also very important to staying healthy. Rest your brain. Just like your body, your brain needs rest too. Try to take some time every once in a while to take a few deep breaths and clear your mind. Relax before bedtime. Try to shut off electronics at least 30 minutes before it's time to go to sleep. If you can't get to sleep, try reading a book or doing some light stretches to tire yourself out. Inhale some soothing scents like lavender or eucalyptus to help you sleep better. Make bed a sleep-only zone. Try to designate your bed for sleep only. If you need to do some work or study, try to use a common area or the school library. Having mental association between work and bed can sometimes prevent you from getting good rest. And try your very best to get at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. College often calls for a lot of late nights and early mornings, but always try your best to get the most sleep that you can. Now I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Powell for a few more tips and tricks.
Thank you, Ms. Jones, for all those helpful tips and tricks. So just to continue, my first type of self-care that I would like to inform you guys about is just doing self-check-ins. So it's important to kind of spend time alone to rejuvenate mentally and check in with how you feel about different aspects of your life or different things that are going on. So one way to really do self-check-ins is journaling. Journaling can be a great tool to use. So the first type of journaling you can do is stream write. So you can put on nice background music, open up a blank page in your journal, and just write whatever comes to your head. The purpose of stream writing is just to kind of dump all of your thoughts in your brain out. So at the end of your stream writing session, however long you decide to time it, you'll just feel more relaxed in your thoughts and your head will be more clear. The next type of journaling is just to write a list of gratitudes. So, a lot of times in life, we can get bogged down by the different issues or problems that we may be experiencing in college, at work. But it's important to always remember those positive aspects of life. So, in your list of gratitudes, you can write how you're thankful that you like the classes that you're taking, or you're grateful for your support system that you've built. Just small things that sometimes we kind of forget about, but it's important to bring those to the forefront of our minds, especially when we're feeling overwhelmed with school or work or in class or anything like that. So, writing down a list of gratitudes and things that you're thankful for can put you in a more positive headspace. You can also write about your dreams. So, as college students, we know that every day we're working towards our goals and our dreams. And sometimes we might lose sight of that, especially around those more stressful periods like finals week or midterms when we have a lot of tests. So, writing about our dreams could put back into perspective the reason that we're grinding hard and going through all of these different trials and tribulations, because it's ultimately because we're working towards a dream and want to be successful. So by taking time to kind of write about your dreams, it'll put things back into perspective for you and hopefully give you a boost of energy to uplift your spirits, and just kind of re-energize you to focus on going towards those dreams. And lastly, another great type of journaling is journaling that is reflective on your journey as a person and the different personal strides you've made to become better overall. So it's important that we learn to speak to ourselves compassionately and forgive ourselves for different mistakes that we've made in life. But during this time when you're writing, you can focus on the different maybe issues or conflicts that you've had in classes or different issues with professors, and you can just reflect on one, how you handle the situation, and then two, just appreciate yourself for growing through the situation, because everything happens for a reason. And with every situation in life, you should always think about what you've gained and what you've learned more about yourself and how to handle situations. So, reflecting on those could allow for you to just feel better holistically and just think about yourself in a more positive aspect. Okay, so next we have get creative. Even if you don't consider yourself the creative type, forcing your brain to think outside of the box can help distract you from things that are causing you stress and angst. So, having hobbies like that allow you to release yourself in a creative way is beneficial because it lets you have fun while also giving you a feeling of reward. So, you can try different things like making a puzzle, learning how to knit or sew. Reading a good book is always great, or you can create a playlist of your favorite songs. So, personally, on this list, my favorite probably is the last one, creating a playlist of my favorite songs. That is a self care activity that I engaged in while I was in college. Sometimes when I was just, feeling like I needed to rejuvenate myself and just kind of relax from a stressful week, I would make myself different types of playlists depending on the mood that I wanted to be in. So if I was in a more chill or relaxing mood, I would create kind of R&B playlists. So pull my favorite R&B songs together and just kind of hold them there. Or if I wanted to be in a more upbeat mood, I would put together some of my favorite rap songs or dance tunes just to kind of always reference when either I was, out just riding in the car or different times when I want to create those playlists. But allowing myself to create those playlists as an act of self care really kind of took my mind off of different stress and just allowed me to, of course, play my favorite songs, but also have a running list of playlists that I can always reference at different times. Uh, for this next side, this might be my favorite type of self care, which is using your senses to self soothe. Um, Engage your senses in a relaxing activity because happy senses make for a happy you. These type of self-care activities are my favorite because they allow you to pamper yourself. So you could light a candle and do some mindful meditation. I know myself, I would light candles and take warm baths with my favorite bath products. So when I was in college, of course, you are balling on a budget. So I would wait every year till around the semi-annual sale at Bath and Body Works, which occurs around the end of the year, like near the holidays every year. And I would take about $20 and just go in there and get all different types of bath soaps and different bath bombs that I would use throughout the year when I was winding down in my tub. When I used to take my baths, I used to light the candle. Of course, I would have my nice scented bath salts. And then I would also bring my laptop in the bathroom and just kind of set up my Netflix so that way I was relaxing in the tub. I could watch some of my favorite shows all while, refreshing myself from a long, stressful week. You can also wrap yourself in a soft, cozy blanket. Maybe pop a blanket in the dryer for about a minute or two, and then when you get out of the shower, it'll be nice and warm and ready for you to snuggle in bed. You can also listen to your favorite playlist. So on the last slide, I talked about kind of using like different playlists to match the different moods that you would want to be in. So my idea, when I'm in a self-soothing mood, I want to listen to nice soothing music. So I would probably play like one of my smooth R&B playlists or like a jazz playlist that I've created. So this is a great way to kind of use some of those other self-care activities and incorporate them to each other, because self-care is all about what you necessarily make it, and do the things that you like. So things that make you feel good, that's definitely a go. And the last one is you can give yourself a manicure or pedicure. So this just goes along with the theme of pampering yourself, taking care of yourself. So I don't know if you guys are into doing your own nails or toes, but I know that I really do like to give myself pedicures. So I've bought all the different scrubs, the kits, the nail files, different polishes. So about once a month, I decide to give myself a pedicure. So that is definitely an act of self-care that I like to engage in. And lastly, we have our final tips and tricks. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys gained some great information from what we presented to you today, but I would like to leave you with encouraging you to do your own research. There are a ton of information available out there from a simple Google search, or you can use Pinterest.com. I've inserted some cool graphics and self-care routines that I found on Pinterest, but there are tons and tons more out there for you. They have self-care routines that are already pre-made. They have different daily self-care challenges if you want to go that route. But just please get out there and make your self-care routines the most beneficial for you. And lastly, tag us on Instagram in your different self-care activities. We love to hear from you and see what you're doing to mentally rejuvenate yourself from the stresses of just everyday life. But thank you guys again so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you at our next video. Thank you.